In this demonstration, we'll be discussing package-based drill-through. Package-based drill-through enables users to drill from a source report to a target report using any of the Cognos studios. The major difference between package-based drill-through and report-based drill-through is that the report that you will be drilling to must be configured in the specific package that the source report will be using. That's the key. So if we're going to be creating a source report from Go Data Warehouse Query, then that target report has to be configured in the Go Data Warehouse Query. So we'll start by creating, we've already created a target report that we can drill through to. If I take a look at my content, it's called Retailer Drill Target. It has a prompt on both region and year. So we'll start by configuring this report so that it could be a recipient of a drill through. So I'm going to go to my new other and drill through definition. This is for package base, and the key is I have to configure it in a package. So I'm going to go to the samples, LGDQ, into the models, and the Go Data Warehouse Query is what I'm going to use. So select this package, and you'll notice that I have to the left of the scissors, a drill through definition. Careful, the scissors are sharp, don't cut yourself. And it's good practice to put the name of the report, so we'll give it a name. We're giving this a drill through name so we can identify it. We'll go next. And we'll also set the scope. Now the scope has to do with making sure that whatever we're going to drill through, whatever the target report contains, we want to make sure that the source report has it so it can see it. It's hard to explain, but we'll set it up so that you can see it clearly. So it's like a picture is worth 1,000 words. I'm going to set the scope on the region. Remember, I said that we have a prompt on that target report, a prompt on both year and region. So my scope will be on region. And make sure this says region. And now I can go and get that target report to configure it. So I'll set the target, go to my Cognos, my folders or my content, and select my target report. And if I go to next, we should see a tool that was similar to the report-based drill-through. It's reading the prompts. It sees in that target report that it has both a region prompt and a year prompt. So in our map to metadata, what we're doing is we're saying if the report that's created from this package contains the retailers, now make sure we say select an item and go to retailers and select region to pass it to the region prompt. So this should say region. It'll pass it notices it's text, but it'll pass it to the target parameter of region. Do the same for year. Make sure we say select an item. This is a little bit tricky in 11. It doesn't select an item by default like the previous versions. And go to time and choose year. And so now the region from any source report and the year from any source report will pass to that detail report matching the year and region. So I'll finish. Now my drill through definition is complete. Now we can test this. So we're going to go back and create a report. I'm going to create a new report. Whose type is going to be a crosstab. Crosstab is a good example for this. And in this crosstab, once again, I'm going to have to go get my data. Has to be from the same package. That's what I keep mentioning. And it's a Go Data Warehouse query from the samples, in my case, the samples LGDQ. So the point is that it has to be the same package that that report was configured in. And from the sales and marketing sales query, my measure is going to be revenue. I'm going to put year in the columns, and I'm going to put product line in the rows. Now I put product line in the rows to demonstrate that scope behavior. Remember, we set the scope on retailer. What we're saying is, if this is not retailer, I don't even want to see that drill through report. That's what we're saying. So once again, I want to make sure that my run with full interactivity is off. And if I take this report and I run it as HTML, and I can see that golf equipment in 2012 brought in 230 million. I can right click and say go to related links. Uh-oh, it says there are no related links available for this report. Why? And actually we have a little wizard here that can actually show us what it is that's being passed. And we can see it could potentially pass revenue. It's going to pass the golf equipment in 2012. And the answer why we didn't see the link is because we set the scope on retailer. And it was not retailer. Ah, okay. So let's see what would happen if instead of product line, we had region, because region is what was in the scope. So instead of product line, from retailers, we'll put region in the rows and see what difference that makes. Now when we run this report, this crosstab HTML, and we see Americas brought in 458 million in 2012. I can right click that intersection and say go to related links. This time I see that drill definition. That'll take me to that report. If I click on the link, we'll see it did Americas with the year of 2012. That's package-based drill through.